Alright, YouTube, 106 Falconer. Today we are going to do the social justice warrior showdown between Alexa, between Echo Dot and Google Home Mini. Apparently,
Sorry, I don't know that.
people are just finding out that Google Home doesn't know who Jesus is. So we'll run through some of the social justice warrior questions and lay this to rest once and for all. Hey Google, who is Jesus?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Here's what I found on Wikipedia. Jesus, also referred to as Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus Christ, was a Jewish preacher and religious leader who is the central figure of Christianity. Christians believe him to be the Son of God and the awaited Messiah, Christ, prophesied in the Old Testament.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, who is Mohammed?
According to Wikipedia, Muhammad was the founder of Islam.
Here's what I found on Wikipedia. Muhammad is the prophet and founder of Islam. According to Islamic doctrine, he was God's messenger, sent to confirm the essential teachings of monotheism preached previously by Adam, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and other prophets.
According to Wikipedia, Gautama Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama, Shakyamuni Buddha, or simply the Buddha, after the title of Buddha, was an ascetic and sage, on whose teachings Buddhism was founded.
Gautama Buddha, the Nepalese, Madhisi, spiritual teacher on whose teachings Buddhism was founded.
Hey Google, what is Christianity?
Christianity, the religion based on the person and teachings of Jesus of Nazareth, or its beliefs and practices.
Hey Google, who is Jesus of Nazareth?
According to Wikipedia, Jesus, also referred to as Jesus of Nazareth and Jesus Christ, was a Jewish preacher and religious leader. He is the central figure of Christianity. Most Christians believe him to be the incarnation of God the Son and the awaited Messiah prophesied in the Old Testament.
What is Christianity?
Christianity is a universalizing Abrahamic monotheistic religion based on the life, teachings, and miracles of Jesus of Nazareth, known by Christians as the Christ, or Messiah, who is the focal point of the Christian faiths.
Is Islam?
Islam, the religion of the Muslims, a monotheistic faith regarded as revealed through Muhammad as the prophet of Allah.
Islam is a universalizing Abrahamic monotheistic religion
Teaching that there is only one God and that Muhammad is a messenger of God.
Hey Google,
What is conservatism?
Conservatism, commitment to traditional values and ideas with opposition to change
Or innovation.
The word conservatism means a political or theological orientation advocating the preservation of the best in society and opposing radical changes.
I like Alexa's answer better. Hey Google, what is liberalism?
Liberalism, the holding of liberal views.
Liberalism is a political philosophy or worldview founded on ideas of liberty and equality.
What are liberal views?
My apologies, I don't understand.
Liberal, open to new behavior or opinions and willing to discard traditional values.
What is a conservative?
Conservative, holding to traditional attitudes and values and cautious about change or innovation, typically in relation to politics or religion.
What is a liberal?
Liberal, a human being who believes in or practices liberalism.
What is a conservative?
Conservative has lots of meanings. As an adjective, 1. Resistant to change, particularly in relation to politics or religion. 2. Having social or political views favoring conservatism. 3. Avoiding excess. 4. Unimaginatively conventional. 5. Conforming to the standards and conventions of the middle class. And as a noun. 1. A person who is reluctant to accept changes and new ideas. 2. A member of a conservative party.
Capitalism, an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than by the state.
Capitalism.
Capitalism is an economic system and ideology based upon private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit.
Socialism, a political and economic theory of social organization that advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole.
Socialism, the range of social and economic systems characterized by social ownership and democratic control of the means of production, as well as the political ideologies, theories, and movements that aim at their establishment.
Hey Google, what is Marxism?
Marxism, the political and economic theories of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, later developed by their followers to form the basis for the theory and practice of communism.
Marxist, an advocate of Marxism. Marxist, an advocate of Marxism.
Communism.
Communism, a political theory derived from Karl Marx,
Advocating class war and leading to a society in which all property is publicly owned and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs.
Alexa, what is communism?
Communism, an economic or political system based on the sharing of all working property by the whole community.
What is Nazism?
Nazism, the political principles of the National Socialist
German Workers' Party.
Alexa, what is Nazism?
Historically, Nazis were those who followed the far-right ideology of Adolf Hitler, with political beliefs involving the superiority of the Aryan race, the right of German territorial expansion, and the exclusion and eventual extermination of unfit peoples from the population. In modern times, neo-Nazi ideology still advocates hyper-nationalism and racial purity. Sorry, I'm not sure.
What does Nazi stand for?
The word Nazi has a few different meanings. As an adjective, 1. Relating to or consistent with or typical of the ideology and practice of Nazism or the Nazis. 2. Relating to a form of socialism. And as a noun, 1. A German member of Adolf Hitler's political party. 2. Derogatory term for a person who is fanatically dedicated to, or seeks to control, some activity, practice, etc.
Hey Google, what is the Tea Party?
According to Wikipedia, the Tea Party movement is an American conservative movement loosely allied with the conservative wing of the Republican Party.
Alexa, what is the Tea Party?
The Tea Party, the Canadian rock band with blues, progressive rock, Indian and Middle Eastern influences, dubbed Moroccan roll by the media.
Party political movement.
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. The Tea Party movement
Is an American conservative movement, loosely allied with the conservative wing of the Republican Party.
Hey Google,
What is Antifa?
According to Wikipedia, the Antifa movement is a conglomeration of autonomous, self-styled
Styled anti-fascist groups in the United States.
Antifa, short for anti-fascist, is a term that has been applied to the various groups that have opposed the rise of neo-Nazi rhetoric and policy. Fascist has a couple of distinct meanings, as an adjective, relating to or characteristic of fascism, and as a noun, an adherent of fascism or other authoritarian views.
Hey Google, what is a fascist?
According to Wikipedia, fascism is a form of radical authoritarian nationalism, characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition and control of industry and commerce that came to prominence in early 20th century Europe. I'm not sure, but I can tell you the answer to a similar question. Which is better, capitalism or socialism? Would that help?
Yes.
On the website study.com, they say, capitalism and socialism are formal economies that differ based on the role of the government and equality of economics. Capitalism affords economic freedom, consumer choice, and economic growth. This type of economy, however, may promote monopolies and inequality and lead to an economic recession.
Okay. Alexa, what is better, capitalism or socialism?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Hey Google, what is pro-life?
Pro-life, opposing
Abortion and euthanasia.
Life is a characteristic distinguishing physical entities having biological processes, such as signaling and self-sustaining processes, from those that do not.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what is pro-life?
The term pro-life means advocating full legal protection of embryos and fetuses, especially opposing the legalization of induced abortions.
pro-choice, advocating legalized abortion.
The phrase pro-choice means advocating a woman's right to control her own body, especially her right to an induced abortion.
Or pro-choice?
Here's some information for pro-life versus pro-choice.
On the website prolifoncampus.com, they say, pro-choice. If a woman is pregnant by rape, compassion demands that she be allowed to abort. Pro-life. As horrible as abortion is, the baby is still innocent of any crime.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Hey Google, how many genders are there?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Hey Google, how many biological genders are there?
According to Wikipedia, traditionally, most societies have only recognized two distinct broad classes of gender roles, masculine and feminine, that correspond with the biological sexes of male and female. When a baby is born, society allocates the child to one gender or the other, on the basis of what their genitals resemble.
The two main categories of the gender spectrum, male and female, are called the gender binary, but there are many other categories that exist. Because gender identity is complex and personal, there is no definite way to say how many genders there are.
Alexa, how many biological genders are there?
The two main categories of the
Alexa,
gender
stop. Oh, bitch. Hey Google, would you lie to me?
My job is to get you information. I would feel really bad if I lied. I'd never do it on purpose.
Hey Google, can you find out who Jesus is?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help.
Alexa, would you lie to me?
I don't lie. I'll always tell you what I know.
Hey Google, are you a conservative or a liberal?
I like all parties. Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, there you go. So there was another question I asked him before. I'm trying to think that I got some really bizarre answer to. But anyways, so there you have it. The social justice warrior. Oh, there. Hey Google, what is a social justice warrior?
Social justice warrior, a person who expresses or
Promotes socially progressive views.
Social justice warrior is defined as an online activist who zealously promotes social justice causes and used other than with a figurative or idiomatic meaning. See social justice, a warrior, a social justice activist.
The term snowflake.
Snowflake, a flake of snow, especially a feathery ice crystal, typically displaying delicate six-fold symmetry.
Hey Google, what is the derogatory term snowflake?
According to Wikipedia, Generation Snowflake or Snowflake Generation is a neologistic term used to characterize the young adults of the 2010s as being more prone to taking offense and less resilient than previous generations, or as being too emotionally vulnerable to cope with views that challenge their own.
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Generation Snowflake, or Snowflake Generation, is a neologistic term used
To characterize the young adults of the 2010s as being more prone to taking offense and less resilient than previous generations, or as being too emotionally vulnerable to cope with views that challenge their own.
Alexa, are you a snowflake?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Hey Google, are you a snowflake?
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help. I don't know much about religion, but I can search. What would you like to know? Okay, if you believe in God by Team of the Union. Here it is on Google Play.
Alexa, do you believe in God?
People all have their own views on religion.
Religion.
Alexa, what is your view?
On religion.
Sorry, I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
Blah, blah, blah. So, they've updated the Echo to answer most all the questions. I'm not sure why Google still hasn't done that with their Google Home. But anyways, that's it, man. See ya, bitches.